Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ballet Reign. Hey everybody, we are so happy that you could make it today. Come on in, make yourself at home in the kitchen, and we're super excited to be celebrating 2 years of Ballet Reign and the Ballet Nerd family, which is honestly insane.
Yeah, it does not feel like 2 years. I feel like we've known you guys forever and ever. But we are so happy to celebrate 2 years with you guys.
We're excited to get into baking this year's Ballet Reign birthday cake, as well as reading you guys' submissions from our 2024 end of year survey.
That's right.
We're gonna be doing a bunch of other stuff and just hanging out with you guys.
Of course, this is a celebration of Ballet Reign and 2 years on YouTube, but of course, celebration is all about you guys, the Ballet Nerds. So if you are on the live premiere right now, make sure to swipe over to the live chat so you can connect with all of your fellow Ballet Nerds and enjoy the birthday special together.
We have a super fun day planned ahead of us, so if you're ready, make sure to tap the like button and share this video to invite someone to the birthday party. The more the merrier, of course.
Of course.
And let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, you guys, the aprons are back. Hands are washed, our aprons are on, we're ready to go. And now it's time to see what the jury has decided in terms of today's cake flavor.
Obviously, we put out a poll on our YouTube community tab.
Yes.
Everyone's favorite time of year, the cake poll.
Of course, last year we got to indulge in some beautiful chocolate cake,
It was
which
really
was
good.
Fabulous, but we did not want to repeat that, so we gave you all a bunch of different options. Starting with last year's runner-up, which was the red velvet cake. And we also had funfetti gingerbread cake, which was kind of a unique option. And last but not least, the matcha flavored cake. And as it turns out, red velvet prevailed.
By a landslide, you guys.
By a landslide at 37%.
Yeah. Although what's kind of funny is that all of the comments underneath this poll were like, ignore
Matcha.
the results of the poll. Please make the matcha cake.
Yeah.
And we were very tempted to follow this advice.
We really were.
But alas, we are contractually obligated to follow the results of the poll.
We have to. The number.
Yeah, the numbers speak, you guys. I'm sorry. But next year, please vote for matcha.
Vote for matcha,
Please.
not next year. But anyway, this year we're going to be making our favorite red velvet cake recipe.
Yes.
We do have a red velvet cake recipe that we've been making for years and years and years, and it's definitely one of our favorites. So even though it's not matcha this year, we are still super excited, and it's going to be really cute.
Yes, we're going to do like cream cheese and frosting and everything.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be really good.
It's going to be great. So anyway, let's get started.
Let's do it.
Let me find the recipe.
Aha.
Okay, first things first, we're going to avoid last year's mistake, and we're going to actually preheat the oven ahead of time. We're gonna preheat it to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 177 degrees Celsius. We use Fahrenheit here in Texas.
Yeehaw. Okay, and the thing is, you gotta start your oven way early.
Yeah, like way in
Ahead of time,
advance.
because if your oven's like ours, it'll lie.
It'll
be like, oh, we're preheated, we're ready to go, but it's not.
It's not. Anyways, let's start with the cake.
The industrial sized flour is back, you guys. Also, our big industrial sized sugar bin.
They are a moment. Let's just give them like, thank you. Thank you. We have here measured some cake flour. If you don't have cake flour, there's like lots of ways to improvise around that with like flour and some cornstarch. The recipe's online, it works just as well. So we're gonna sift this in here. 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And we're gonna sift that in also. While we're doing this, we wanted to, of course, welcome all the Ballet Nerds from all over the world.
There are Ballet Nerds literally all over the place.
And it always makes us so happy to see where you guys are watching our videos from. We have Italy, Saudi Arabia, Singapore. Okay, you know what's funny? Actually, last year we mentioned that, you know, it's been our dream to go to Singapore.
Really?
And it came full circle this year. We managed to go to Singapore this year. So that was a dream come true. But anyway, we love Singapore so much. So happy we got to go there this year. We have Scotland, Yeehaw land. That's right.
We
see you.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. Finland, USA, eagle, eagle, eagle. Poland, Malaysia, Latvia, Thailand. We went there too. Also a beautiful, beautiful country. Kuwait, though I'm from India. Wow. Cool. Estonia. That's a beautiful flag.
I know, they have a pretty flag.
Uruguay, New Zealand, Romania, Philippines.
Wait, I want to go to the Philippines.
Yeah, me too. China, Costa Rica, Canada.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, Canada. Lebanon, Greece, Indonesia, Bulgaria.
Oh, yeah.
South Africa,
Cool.
UK, Australia, Brazil, the Netherlands, Germany.
Yeah, we have a lot of subscribers from Germany, actually.
It's one of our top demographics, I
Yeah.
think, according to YouTube. We are so happy to welcome so many ballet nerds from all over the world. It's so, so, so cool that this has become like sort of the hub for people all over the world who love ballet to come and connect with ballet and with each other. We absolutely love this community so much.
It's literally worldwide, which is kind of crazy.
It is crazy. But anyway, there of course are so many other countries that you guys are coming from, but we wanted to just say hello, greet all of the countries
to
and
the
all
worldwide
nations.
Ballet Nerd audience.
Yes, we love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. And where are we with this cake?
We did dry ingredients.
Yes, the dry ingredients are done.
We're done. So we're gonna set these aside.
Yes, and we're gonna move on to the wet ingredients.
We're bringing out the big guns, you guys.
That's right. In the stand mixer, we're gonna start combining our wet ingredients, starting with a 1/4 cup of butter or half a stick. If you have sticks in your area, they are very convenient.
Buy butter and sticks. Boop, there we go. And we have our sugar. Always measure in grams, you guys.
Yes.
Grams are superior. That's 177 instead of 175. The cake won't turn out. Okay, it'll be fine. It's literally 2 grams.
We have with us a paddle attachment to beat our butter and sugar together with until it is, in professional baker talk, light and fluffy.
Light and fluffy. Very, very certified terms here. I feel like this year we grew a lot as creators.
Yeah, we really did.
We tried a lot of new things. We always are interested to know what series you guys enjoy or what kind of videos that you like.
Of course, that was part of the survey. We wanted to know what video series you are most looking forward to continuing in 2025. And by an overwhelming majority, the full ballet analyses.
No one was surprised.
Dominated by a lot.
Yeah.
Even we like doing these videos. They do take longer to produce.
Yeah.
But we do love those videos a lot. It's one of our favorite series. One of the first series we started on the channel. So we're very excited to continue this in 2025. And we do have one in the works right now.
Oh
it's so close. We're getting there.
We are getting
Definitely look out for it.
Stay tuned,
2025.
subscribe, all that.
Next to that is the ballet commentary series and the costume showdown series. Those two are definitely staples now.
Yes.
Commentaries have been around with us since the beginning of the channel.
Since 1,000 subs.
Since 1,000 subs. And the costume showdown series is a series we started this year.
Yes.
But honestly, it quickly became y'all's favorite and even our favorite. We really love doing the costume showdown series. And close behind are the ballet history type videos and the ballet protagonists series.
Yes.
Of course. This one is definitely one of our personal favorites. And so we're very excited to be continuing the adventures of our poor hapless protagonist trainee.
On her journey to debut as the world's greatest female ballet protagonist.
Exactly. But yeah, thank you so much for your guys' feedback. It really means a lot to us, and it really helps us plan for our upcoming videos and see what you guys are interested in seeing and excited to watch from us.
Next up we have an egg.
Yes, and a singular egg.
An egg.
And we're going to crack that into the wet ingredients with the butter and the sugar.
The butter sugar egg mixture is my favorite. I don't know why. It looks so pretty. It gets all nice and yellow.
Next up, we have a 1/4 cup of oil, just like, you know, vegetable oil. And what's next? We need, vanilla. This is the part that gives the cake its soul because you measured it with your heart.
Exactly.
Just that much. Because that's what my heart says is appropriate. Anyways.
And then what else do we need? Oh, vinegar. Distilled white vinegar. Perfect for canning and cooking.
Indeed. A half a teaspoon of that.
Half?
But it's...
How am I supposed to pour this into a half teaspoon?
No, don't pour it.
Oh.
We just dip into it.
That's true. Okay.
Half a teaspoon of vinegar, which apparently does aid in the velvet part of the velvet cake.
Oh, really?
It gives it that texture. There's some science behind it. I'm just not familiar with what that is. Okay, this is finally room temp.
Getting ingredients room temp is actually the hardest thing. You have to like think so far.
Wait. Waiting is hard. How does one
150
push up here?
This is so dumb.
This is so embarrassing.
Have we never opened this before? No, we haven't. No, I can do it. This is so dumb. Jordan Eden, able to conduct deep level analysis on the finest art known to humanity. Also, Jordan and Eden struggle though. I can't do it.
Wait, there's a hole.
Oh my god.
We're just gonna.
There we go. Sometimes you gotta work smart and not hard.
How many mils?
160. Did you shake it?
No.
You should shake it.
Okay.
We're very pro.
Very pro. It's leaking all over me.
I'll get you a lot.
No, I'm good. I'll wash my hands.
Hey.
When you're measuring wet ingredients in a cup like this, you have to get on its level.
Dude, that's not 160.
Is that the line?
Oh, it is. Okay, never mind. See, that's why you have to get on ground level, because here it looks different.
Yeah, it looks like 200 up here.
Clean up this disaster area over here. Why
right.
is this more chaotic than last year? We had 1 year under our belt. What happened?
And next up is the food coloring, which I know a lot of you guys had concerns about. Red 40.
For those of you that were concerned about us, thank you so much. You guys are really sweet.
And for your guys' sake, we actually tried to make this recipe with beetroot powder.
Oh, yes.
Which was definitely an experiment. And to be honest, it didn't alter the taste. You didn't taste any beet. You didn't smell any beet. There was no beetiness at all in it. But the problem was it didn't actually turn the cake red. It just turned into like this weird brownish.
Definitely not red velvet.
Not red velvet. We will definitely be continuing to try the beetroot powder or like other red dye alternatives, and we will let you know if we have a better solution. I know some people have had success with it.
Yeah.
For some reason for us, even though we did everything right, it didn't work out for us. So red dye is here to save the day. Just this once.
Just this once.
We'll survive. Don't worry.
It's okay. We'll be okay.
We'll be okay.
Thank you guys for your concern.
Yes, thank you.
We appreciate y'all thinking of our safety.
If you are using red dye, it's important to get gel coloring, not the liquids. The liquids are not as potent.
And also like the amount of liquid that you have to use in order to make the cake red.
Yeah,
it'll like water down the batter, so then the consistency won't be right.
Wow! What a great day to wear white, eh?
Oh my god.
Just have to be careful. I'm gonna continue mixing this.
Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands. That is very red.
We're supposed to combine this into the red mixture in 3 parts. So we're gonna put the flour in, a third part of the flour, then
half of that.
Part of this, part of it, and part of this. Always start and end with dry when you're mixing in additions.
Yeah. It just makes sense. I don't know why. The vibes just work.
It helps the batter actually come together, because if you do liquid at the end, it does not come together as well.
Yeah.
And you want to be careful not to over mix too. So we're not fully mixing it in just yet. We're just taking our time with it. Now I'm more of the dry. What was your favorite video from this year?
Oh, honestly, probably one of my favorites is our dance reveal video.
Oh no, for sure.
Just because that was the one promise that we made to you guys for 2024, and we actually almost didn't post it so many times. But in the end, I'm so glad we did.
It was also really beautiful to see how it helped some of you, you know, overcome a similar sort of issue. So
yeah. What about you?
Definitely World Ballet Nerd Day.
Yes, World Ballet Nerd Day.
That was a special video.
Yeah.
Because, again, we just got to work with so many of you guys, and it was so amazing to see what you guys are working on and to kind of travel through the world and visit all of you guys in your resident studios. So if you were one of those people who participated, we hope you had fun as much as we did. And obviously the protagonist series, that was like our passion project.
Yeah.
And we always look forward to doing those.
We laughed so
much during that process because it's so funny.
It's so hard to keep a straight face, you guys.
We have the batter done. It is red and velvet. So now we're gonna pop this in the pan. We need to spray these. Oh, I got it all over my hands. That's great. And now to meticulously measure the cake batter into the pans.
Yep. 329. Let's give it a shot.
Give it a shot.
329.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so good at this.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
That was on first shot, you guys. I'm a genius.
Let's go. By this time, the oven is sufficiently hot.
Yes, with all our shenanigans.
With all of our shenanigans. Now we're gonna go on
lick
to
the spoon.
If you want to. People are gonna be like, first red 40 and now
salmonella. What are you doing, Eden? I'm gonna go off screen to eat this. You don't need to see me licking a spatula.
Eden, you're gonna get it all over your tongue. Your tongue is gonna be like red.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let me be responsible.
Now we're gonna do what we call the royal black. I don't know why we call it that, but it just is what it is. Basically, you just kind of thump it on the table to try and eliminate some of the bigger air pockets in the batter.
Yeah.
so that when they bake and rise, you won't have massive empty space inside of your cake.
Into the oven. All right.
These are gonna sit in the oven for about 25-ish minutes. We'll
Around
check on
there,
it
give or
around
take.
20 minutes just to see how they're doing.
Yeah.
But 25 minutes should be good. This is obviously a pretty small cake. This is only 6 inches. But if you wanted to make like an 8 or a 9-inch cake, you should probably firstly double this recipe.
Yeah.
Double everything, and then you'd probably want to bake it for a little bit longer than that. So like 30-ish minutes,
Yeah,
give or
30-ish.
take, depending on your oven. But yeah, this is our favorite red velvet cake recipe. We've been making it for years and years and years.
It slaps.
Yeah, it does.
It hits every time.
Yeah. While the cakes are in the oven, we're going to look through the survey.
One of the questions that we kind of get a lot on our channel is how tall we are.
So the team did include it in the survey and
fun.
asked for y'all's guesses on just how tall we are. And we're gonna read through a few of them just now.
Yep.
6'5". Try not to act so surprised. 33 inches.
That's like
3
3
feet.
So like,
wait, we're giving it away. We're giving it away.
we can't.
Total guesswork and running on assumptions, so apologies if I'm way off. Using last year's birthday video as a reference,
Oh
the
my
countertop roughly aligns with Eden's high hip line. Does it?
It does.
It kind of does. If we assume the countertop is 36 inches tall, the average in the United States. This is intense analysis right here. If we assume the countertop is 36 inches tall, the average in the United States, and that stand mixer on the side is about 14 inches tall, we can deduce that Eden is roughly 5'1"-ish. Jordan appears slightly taller, so maybe 5'3" inches. Yes, I took this assignment way too seriously. I admire that though.
insane.
I really admire that.
Wow.
Okay, that's
Crazy.
really funny. 5'6" and 5'9".
Right.
5 apples tall. Apples?
Very certified unit of measurement.
Tall enough, happy face, aw. About 5'6" for both. 7, 8. They are definitely giant.
So tall.
I only know metric man. I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
We're Texans. We use yeehaw measurements. At least 3 inches tall.
It's a bit of a bold assumption, honestly. Like, 3 inches is pretty tall.
Jordan is 5'6". Eden is 2 feet. I don't know how long a foot is. That's okay. I don't know. Both give strong 5'6", 5'7" energy.
Oh.
Jordan is maybe 5'7", and Eden is literally 5 inches. I don't know. I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. I love you, Eden. I gotta pull you a bit. Jordan is 5'6". Eden has already been confirmed as 2'5".
That's right.
That is technically correct.
That
7.5 inches tall, in brackets, the same height as Jemima Puddle Duck. That is so cute.
Puddle duck height. The best height to be.
Sorry, I only know metric, but I'm pretty sure that people have 2 feet in the US too. I'm European, I don't know inches or feet, but it seems like everyone thinks you're short, but in reality you're tall. That was a very elusive answer.
We give like short but secretly tall vibes.
That's fair. I'd say Eden is around Sabrina Carpenter's height. I don't know how tall it is, sorry y'all. And Jordan's a few inches taller. How tall is Sabrina Carpenter? I know she's like petite, right? So I'm tiny and I feel like Eden might be my height around 5'2", and Jordan might be 5'4". They seem not to have a huge height difference in their videos, so that sounds about right. By the way, I feel a connection to Eden as a short fellow ballet dancer with a baby face. I feel like a lot of people have commented something like that.
like I have.
Yeah, they can relate to like the baby face and like the petiteness.
Y'all understand the struggle. It's so impossible to look serious or like grown up at the slightest.
Sorry, they don't teach the square hamburger per bald eagle flying over a football field system anymore in most places in the 21st century. We have more refined measurements now, and according to those, I think Eden is about 12 bananas tall. That was so funny. We always look forward to reading y'all's answers, especially the ones where like you're allowed to write whatever you want, just because it's so funny. Anyways, we're finally going to reveal our true height.
This feels very like exposing for some reason. Like I'm nervous.
Yeah.
Like why are we putting this on the internet?
Psych, we're not actually telling you.
No,
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. No, it's okay.
No, we committed to the
We
bit. We'll
committed,
do
we
it. We'll
committed,
do
it's okay.
it. Let's go.
We have our measuring tools so that you guys can be very certain that we're, you know, not just lying about our height. Make sure it's flat.
I'm standing as tall as I can.
That's
you guys.
fine, right?
Okay, yeah. Now you just hold it there.
Yes.
You can see like full body shot here.
Can you
guys.
see that? Okay.
And this is a measuring tape. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I am officially 5'2" and 3/4.
Basically 5'3".
Almost 5'3".
Yep. Almost there.
In bald eagle flying over football field units. Heels against the wall.
I feel like I'm in trouble.
I know. Okay, here you go.
Okay. Get the tape measure. Why don't we just like show you our driver's licenses?
Yeah, I know. Like, I feel like
we could have just done that.
Oh, we could have.
It would have been easier.
No, but this is more content.
This is more content.
Because we're YouTubers.
Okay, right here.
Hold it.
Official height is 5'4" and a quarter.
5'4" and almost 5'3".
Yes.
Technically 5'2".
Ta-da!
So there you have it, you guys.
There you have it.
Those are our official heights as measured, very certified on the pantry door. The pantry door doesn't lie, you guys.
Oh, there we go. Timer is off. How are they looking?
So good.
Let me see. Oh, those are beautiful. I think it's good. It's kind of
Really?
springing back. Yeah.
Yes. Whoa, you guys. That is a red velvet cake if I ever saw one.
That's beautiful. Okay, let me get the other one.
Now we need to take these out to chill so
Yes.
that they can be cool enough to receive the beautiful cream cheese frosting that we're going to put on them.
Exactly.
So we'll be right back in a second.
We'll be back to do the frosting. Stay tuned. The bowl is clean, ready for frosting.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
My voice went so high there. Let's
go. Eden and I don't really like traditional American buttercream just because it's a little too sweet for our liking. However, a cream cheese frosting, we'll make an exception. So we're gonna be making a cream cheese frosting to go with our red velvet cake, as you should. You cannot have red velvet without, it's just a crime, okay? But the thing with cream cheese frosting, it can be a little finicky. It's easy for it to become soupy and not spreadable or pipeable when you're stacking and decorating cakes. But there are a few techniques that you can do, apparently, to make it a little bit more stable. We're gonna start off in this bowl. We're gonna use the stand mixer again. So what we're gonna need is 2 blocks of cream cheese. I think it's about 8 ounces each package, so 16 ounces total.
And also these are like cold from the fridge.
Yes, it's better to work with cream cheese and the butter cold for the frosting. Oof. And then what we're gonna do now is smooth out this cream cheese by like beating it a ton. Apparently you're supposed to do it on low speed so that the cream cheese doesn't get runny, because
like the stabilizers, they get like soft if you like agitate them too much.
Yeah. So you have to do it on lower speed and just kind of try not to mix it and handle it too much.
I think it's pretty smooth.
I'm gonna unwrap these butter sticks and cut them into cubes in preparation to be added.
Oh, it's so stiff. Oh my god.
It's stiff, eh?
I'm not noticing any lumps in it anymore. Kind of smoothed it out. So now I'm gonna scrape it into like a smaller bowl
so that we can work with the butter.
So we can work with the butter later.
Now we're gonna smooth out the butter, kind of like what we did with the cream cheese. 3.5 sticks of butter, chopped up into little cubes like that.
Y'all, it's like
beautiful, incredible, amazing. This is also cold from the fridge, so it's gonna take some persuasion.
I'm very persuasive. Don't worry.
Okay, now we have our sugar all weighed out, and we're going to sift in about 1/3 to start. While we're sifting this in, we're going to go over some very important announcements regarding premiere time.
Because there are so many of y'all now from all over the world, we're wondering time zone wise, what's best for y'all?
We had 3 options in the survey. First of which is obviously keep it at 12, move it to 9 a.m., or both work for me.
Honestly, a majority of y'all said both work for me.
73% of y'all said that either time would work for you. 17% of y'all would prefer it to keep it at 12, while only 9% would prefer 9 a.m. So it looks like
12 p.m. CST on Saturdays for the Ballet Reign premiere.
Hopefully that works for as many of y'all as possible. The survey says so, we're just gonna roll with it for this year.
Yeah. There's no tidy way to do this. I'm so sorry.
It's part of the process. You have to
embrace the
process.
The chaos.
Yeah, don't shun the process.
No, exactly. It's gotta look bad before it looks good.
Exactly. And when it looks good, you'll forget how bad it looked.
Exactly.
Before.
Why did this get so philosophical? It's just icing.
It's just icing. Okay.
Measuring with your heart.
Measuring with your heart. And it does call for a little bit of salt as well, but since we use salted butter, we're gonna use only the tiniest pinch of salt.
This is like fighting for its life right now. For those of you that are used to like those aesthetic cooking channels, this ain't it. I'm sorry. So we got the cream cheese that we mixed earlier.
And you're supposed to dump the entire, whoa. into the butter. All right, you guys, we have our frosting here. It looks immaculate, looks pipeable enough, and it tastes really good.
We have sort of like an open star tip, and this is gonna be for the crown molding and the baseboard of the cake.
And we also have this really big open round tip just for filling the cake. So we're gonna start with the round one first. Yep. In terms of like the concept for the exterior of the cake, like the design, we're gonna put up some pictures here, but we're going for something somewhat simple because like we're not pros, you guys, okay? But we did want to kick it up a notch from last year. At least that's the plan anyway. We'll do our best. We did take a little bit of the buttercream and colored it red so that we could do a little bit of writing on the top as well. So anyway, why does that look so threatening? Anyway, we have our frosting in the bag. So let's go and get the cakes.
Let's do it. Okay, the cakes are leveled expertly by yours truly. And so last year we had 4 layers. Because our layers were so thick, we made 4 layers, which was very ambitious. So we're trying to make a more manageably sized cake this year.
That's right.
2-layer cake and a big chunk and layer of frosting in between.
So we have our buttercream, we have our cake, we have our turntable, and we also have our cake board. We're ready to get started. 1 spot of buttercream on the board, as all the pros do.
And while you do that, I'm going to read through everyone's favorite part of the survey.
Yes.
And that is our mandatory bonus question. And this year for the mandatory bonus question, we put you in a very probable scenario. Imagine you wake up one morning and you suddenly find that you've been cursed to become a menacing goose. What would you do? Here are your answers. Someone said, make my way into the ballet protagonist agency. Curses are great PR.
Oh my goodness. That is so funny.
Commit tax evasion because anything's legal if you're a goose.
That's too good.
Crimes. Go find the chainsaw neighbor and watch Ballet Reign together.
Oh, that's heartwarming.
That is the only appropriate response to becoming a goose. Find Jemima Puddle Duck and we will torment the world together.
There we go.
See, Jemima Puddle Duck has been needing an accomplice.
She really does. She really does.
Take a nap. Energy and planning is necessary for menacing.
There we go. See, you got your priorities straight with that one.
You gotta prioritize yourself.
Yes.
Before you can menace others. You cannot menace from an empty jug.
Do you want it thicker than that?
Can we go thicker than that?
Yeah, we can.
Should we?
Yeah, we can.
This one says, this is a tough one. The possibilities are endless. More a blessing than a curse, really. If I were a menacing duck in a small farming village in the 1700s, I would tuck into people's cabbages in the early morning, just before everyone wakes up. I would then sit on the roof of the town center and brag about my exploits by quacking loudly, waking up the entire town just late enough for it to not make sense to go back to sleep for a bit. Oh, this is top level inconvenience.
That is top level inconvenience.
The town would wake up to their destroyed cabbages and a very proud and menacing goose having taken hold of their town center.
Oh my gosh, that is so well thought out.
I respect the hustle.
I respect the hustle.
Someone said, oh, this is funny. Prank people by hanging out, doing regular goose things, but then occasionally and briefly breaking out in bursts of recognizably human-like dancing. As soon as they notice, resume goosey activities and make them think they are losing their mind. Devilish laughter / honking.
I love that.
Recognizably human-like dancing. Dance an iconic goose core variation that will be analyzed by Ballet Reign and become the ultimate famous dancing goose of the century, overtaking the fame of Jemima Puddle Duck as the #1 dancing animal on the internet. Obviously.
Obviously. I love that.
Stardom. We're going for viral. We have ambitious geese in the house.
There we go.
I want to say get a kitchen knife and make a PB&J sandwich, but to be honest, I'd scare my sis, then pack up and fly away, and eventually go on to become a talented and famous trick goose who can read, paint better than an elephant, and play Uno.
That is so niche. Your goose could probably honestly play Uno better than me. I've never played Uno.
We've never played Uno, you guys. I use the fact that people are probably scared of me. I take the free drive to the airport and fly to New York. There I get on Times Square to voice my dominion over the world and order people to get me some bubble tea.
That's exactly what I would do. The bubble tea.
Yeah.
Priorities.
Like, do you need accomplices? Like, we'll come with you. We'll be your bodyguards. We'll be like with like the shades and the earpiece, and we're like just like walking. This person said, wake up at 4 a.m., run around my neighborhood and scream. Whoa. Then also maybe steal some cheese sticks. But you never heard anything from me. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's so funny.
Someone said, carry out my world domination plan. I've been keeping one for this very moment.
Even ahead of us, they're ahead of the question.
2 steps ahead.
I am always 2 steps ahead.
This person said, audition for the lead role of Puddle Duck. I'll show the judge the most exquisite wiggle they've ever seen.
There we are. There we are.
Honk, I guess. Sleep, perhaps. Commit a small misdemeanor here and there. I, of course, wreak havoc upon civilians and become a menace to society. The logical answer. Someone said, viciously bite the person trying to make pate out of me.
Pate!
Cry because I don't have thumbs. You know, that actually would be really sad. Give thanks for your thumbs, everybody.
Wow.
Make it everyone else's problem. Yes.
Period.
As you should.
Oh my god.
This person said knife.
Knife? Just knife? That is so funny.
I don't even want to know. I'm not even gonna ask questions. I'm
That's
just gonna
so funny.
Nod and
just
smile.
nod and smile. Oh my god, you guys never disappoint. We were really looking forward to reading the answers to this question, and not sure if I'm sad or glad that you guys aren't geese.
The whole world is thankful that you are not a goose.
But
as for us, we would support your goose dream.
of course we would.
But I feel like the rest of civilization
They're not ready for it.
would not be ready.
They're not ready for it. But anyways, we now have the cake with the crumb coat.
Yep. So this thing is gonna chill, obviously, before we do the final coat and the decorations and whatnot, but also because we need a time for the Ballet Reign team to show you guys a full extensive show reel of our most embarrassing and humbling moments. So anyway, cue the cake chilling and the Ballet Reign 2024 blooper reel. Chainsaw neighbor. Chainsaw neighbor.
Exquisite, exquisite, exquisite,
Exquisite.
exquisite, exquisite,
Exquisite!
Come on, Eden. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Okie dokie, and that really.
I am aware that I look like Where's Waldo. I will be taking 0 comments on this matter.
With that being said, I think that's late night nuggets with Ballet Reign, and so. Okay.
I was waiting for an opportunity to eat my grape.
I was gonna say, did you find it?
The agency will never accept that. I could never accept that. I'll lose my job. I'll lose my... I'll lose my job. I'll lose my job.
You were almost there!
I'm so close!
The shiny jar. Oh,
That was really centered. You should be, what is it?
curling. The shiny. Oh my god!
That was even better, you guys.
My curling career begins now, you guys.
You got this.
Visualizing.
The next curling champion, everybody.
It makes sense. It makes it easier to get on and off.
It is easier to get on and off, but it's easier to get on and off.
Directors all over the world are thankful that we didn't go into acting because
They'd be threatened by my obvious talent. Clearly.
You look like a Greg.
Greg.
His name is Greg.
Okay.
And his name is Pete. And then this guy, I think he's giving Harold.
Harold?
Yeah. 'Cause, 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 'Cause
they decided to include the very rare piece of Swan Lake music, and then they absolutely hammed it up.
I really want more vests. I should invest in more vests.
Invest in more vests. On a side note, we do have a cup of chai for a Tchaikovsky ballet costume showdown.
You know how it is.
You know how it is.
Stravinsky he's very cool in his own right.
Yeah.
And he has his...
In his own right.
I'm a poet. While Petri dish.
She ignores ganache.
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 Chocolate ganache?
I love ganache. And Don Quixote.
Hokey pokey.
Stop.
Hokey pokey.
How can we even call it a ballet production when there's no duck in production?
I would hate to mispronounce.
I think it's right. Diddle-o.
Diddle-o?
It's not lot. I know that.
Did a lot.
He's also
He did
French,
a lot.
so it's diddle. Eat it. You know they're gonna put this in the blooper reel. You know this is going on public television. Actually really, really comfy.
And of course, it has the sleeve slap factor.
What is your idea of a thrilling adventure?
Late night nuggets.
Les Patineurs variation.
It's so wholesome. It's just good vibes. It's the cure to all your sorrows. It will clear your skin and water your crops. It's like, it's like.
The process is simple. So many S's. Who wrote this? It was me, for the record, this was me.
He meets the garden with the golden apple tree and he goes, fantastic, I will take one. He meets an enchanted firebird, fantastic, I will take it. He meets the president, fantastic, I will take it.
How many rooms do you have?
Oh, this? It's a backdrop.
What?
So I've been in contact with your PR team and we've gone over your details and stats very extensively.
Contemporary selection, contemporary section,
Contemporary division?
division.
Wait, contemporary,
Contemporary what?
there's the word, where's the word?
What's the word?
Contemporary, it's not
Contemporary
division.
Competition. It's like, it's the same meaning as division, right?
Yeah, it's like a division, like a contemporary division. Or like
Category.
category!
Yeah!
The link is in the description. I can't speak. The link is in the link is in the description. The
Yeah.
link is in the description. Sorry. The link is in the description. Okay, there we go. The link is located in the place that is called the description box.
You literally sang the intro.
Yeah. Dum ba da dum bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun.
The same thing you were singing before, and the answer is no.
Bakita, what is this?
Grand
Oh,
pas de deux.
Grand pas de deux.
Dun 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 dun. Bum bum. Dun 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 dun.
I'm trying to mess with you.
I can't even remember what it sounds like, Jordan. I'm sorry, this variation, like musically, it's so slippery for me. Like it just Jordan, I genuinely forget.
Think of the choreography. What is the choreography?
He does a big cabriole! And I can't remember. I know it. Oh! Dun 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 dun!
Yeah! You did it.
But at what cost?
This one is clearly not a standout. Clearly not a standout.
Simply remember my favorite things, and then I don't feel so bad. world is
gathering together to appreciate.
yeah, what we all have in common, which is arts. Yeah.
And I just realized my pants are inside out. Eric Underwood as the caterpillar in Alice's Adventureland. Alice's Adventureland. Adventureland? Alice's Adventures. I'm sorry. I literally said it 3 times. And I was like, I couldn't say
Alice's Adventureland. That sounds like a knockoff.
yeah, amusement park or something.
Alice's Adventureland.
My top ballet moment is Eric Underwood as the caterpillar from Alice's Adventures. We're off to sea.
Y'all, it's been stuck in our head for the past like 2 days.
Here's the words of a wizard, ever the wizard was.
We're off to see the wizard. Today's a bit of an unserious.
It's so stuck in my head.
I don't even know how a single song, nay, a jingle,
Yeah.
can be that catchy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is so dumb. That is so dumb. This graph. It's so stupid. Okay, I need to keep focus. Focus, Eden. Focus, Eden. Oh yeah. wait. You can do the.
Three dudes.
Three dudes.
3 dudes.
Well, okay. Subjectively dudes, yes. I said too much. Are you ready? 3,
No.
2, 1.
Oh wow. Why?
You weren't wrong though. It's a dude and
is a
3 other dudes.
Subjectively.
Subjectively dudes. Ladies and gentlemen. Did I scare you? It was just a clap.
You were like.
Obviously, Miss Piggy is a Muppet.
Yeah.
And like they're only like
Yeah, they're,
literally
like-
from like us. We're Muppets.
We're Muppets. We're Muppets, you guys.
I love that scene. Should I start? I'm starting.
Okay.
You can see me in the other camera. It's okay. Off
Look
to
at
the
her
races,
go.
you
Look,
guys.
all by herself. See how much we've grown in one year.
I've grown so much.
A character arc. And while she's doing that, I'm going to break up this cake
Ooh.
into some crumbs.
Should I get a bench scraper? I might want a bench
I
scraper.
can get one. I do have one. How do we have all of these professional baking tools? I'm not sure. We're just gonna take a fork and just crumbles this. This is why they call it red velvet, you guys. It's so soft. You're doing so good. I'm genuinely impressed.
It's the apron. It's the Ballet Nerd aprons.
And I also prepared another piping bag with the star tip. That is angelic. It looks cute. This is the size I envisioned for last year.
I know.
But this is so cute.
That's pretty good.
Keep it straight. You want me to turn?
Yeah.
We're very pro, you guys.
There.
And there we have, no, Eden, that's perfect. I'm not joking, that's so perfect. Okay, you guys, moment of truth. It's time for the piped border.
I'm so nervous.
More pressure with less pull in proportion. That's perfect.
Perfection is elusive.
Perfection is elusive. We haven't piped in, I'm not even joking, years. and it's
Perfection is
okay.
elusive.
You're doing so good.
That one was good.
Now we're gonna do the baseboard, if you would. It's looking so cute.
I'm actually in a bit of shock.
I'm chuffed. Let me clean up so that we can enjoy the moment when you're done. I'm so impressed with you.
Thank you.
This is so cool.
I'm in intense concentration.
Wow. And there you have it, you guys. Here you have it. You did such a good job.
It's not perfect, you guys.
It's not perfect, but perfection is elusive anyways. Now we have a beautiful white cake, and this honestly could be perfect on its own, but we do have, of course, our cake crumbs to put on top if you would do the honors.
I'm honored. I did not expect it to look this cute. Really?
I'm smitten.
I'm smitten.
I'm smitten.
Smitten is a good word to describe how I feel about this cake, you guys. Smitten is a very good word. I'm smitten.
But like, jokes aside, you guys, we have off camera prepared some red buttercream.
Oh my god.
With a tiny little writing tip.
I'm getting a toothpick.
And you know what this means. We're going to be writing Happy BRthday on the cake. We're gonna make Eden do it because she's been handling this as like a champ.
I'm sweating.
If you want to bail out now, we can. Like, I don't mind.
No.
Okay.
No bailing out.
Okay. I support you 100%.
Okay.
I think you got this.
Oh my goodness, I am panicking.
Okay, don't panic.
Don't panic.
You're going to be fine.
Cakes can smell fear, you guys.
Cakes can smell fear.
It's going to be printed.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm honestly fine with that.
It's going to be printed.
It's going to be great. And she sticks the landing.
I mean, subjectively, I guess.
You did such a good job.
I'm gonna put a heart up here.
There we have it, you guys.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh my god. I can breathe. I'm so nervous.
Oh my
What
gosh.
do you think?
You did such a good job. Can you see that?
It's so beautiful.
It's
I don't want to tip
I don't want to tip it. I mean, catastrophic. I think the celebration can officially begin. Do you have your cake with you or treat of choice to enjoy with us? If so, feel free to go and grab it.
Prepare that.
Aprons
Finally.
off. Job well done, I'd say.
Job very
well done, I'd say.
Made with lots of love and care. Honestly, what better way to spend our second birthday with you guys than to hang out and make a cake together?
We hope you enjoyed
Seeing
watching
our progress.
watching us not struggle, but maybe fumble through the process of making our second birthday cake. But we're super happy with how it turned out, and more importantly, we just had a lot of fun with you guys, and we hope you guys did too. Shall we start?
Let us
I need to get the sparklers.
Oh yes, I need to get my blowtorch.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I
Ready.
feel like all of our love from this year that we received from you guys has gone into this cake. That's so sappy. I'm so sorry. Right in the middle. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Yeah! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ballet Nerds. Happy birthday to you. Write your birthday wishes in the comments for yourself and your fellow Ballet Nerds. Make sure to hit the like button quick. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video. Happy second birthday, Ballet Nerds. Happy 2 years.
We
Beautiful
love you.
2 years. We love you guys. And yay! Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, you guys.
Happy
oh my
birthday.
god.
Did you guys make your wish in the comments? Honestly, we also would have made wishes, but just having you guys here with us, whether you've been with us from the beginning or this is your first video with us, that is truly the biggest wish come true for us.
And also this year, you guys have gifted us a huge birthday present already, and that is gifting us our very first social media / YouTube vacation sometime in 2025.
Yeah, we've been posting every single Saturday for the past 2 years now.
2 years straight.
Yeah, no vacations, no sick days.
Yeah, we do what we can to keep, the ballet content coming consistently as possible.
Which is something that we always love doing, but it does get challenging at times
For sure.
to keep up that pace.
Especially doing, longer or more intense videos, it gets pretty
It can get a little hectic.
So we did ask you guys in the survey if you'd be okay if we, sometime during 2025, we took a little short vacation from YouTube/social media to refuel and come back stronger than ever, you know.
And I'm too surprised 57% of you said yes. Take as much time as you need. And to everybody else, we promise we won't be long.
But yeah, we're very, very, very thankful. You know, we love doing what we do here in the channel.
We love it so much.
But we really do believe that, you know, taking time to refuel will really help us to come back with more purpose and energy in the coming year when we get back.
We don't know exactly when we'll be taking time off or how long. It'll most likely be sometime in December, but whenever we do figure that out, we will let you guys know in advance. We'll give you a heads up, all of that jazz. But thank you guys so much for your consideration and for just understanding, I guess. So anyways,
thank you so much for our 2024 birthday present.
Thank you.
We will use it well.
Yes, we will.
We will take the time and rest very nicely and come back even stronger, better, more, everything.
Shall we go?
Yeah.
Let's find a knife. We have a nice cup of jasmine tea to enjoy with our cake.
Truly the best.
She stabbed it. In classic Untitled Goose Game style. Wow.
Boom.
Oh.
Look at that.
There we are, you guys.
Wow.
Look at that.
That's
so
beautiful. That's so pretty.
It's so cute.
Very cutesy.
Very demure. Very mindful. Okay, you need to wipe this off.
Yeah,
before we continue.
Boom.
Nice.
This is what the inside looks like now.
There we have it.
We have our adorable tiny forks here to make a reappearance.
Yes, of course. Do you have your cake? Let's enjoy our cake together. Or whatever treat makes you smile. Cheers. Cheers. Happy birthday, you guys.
Happy birthday. Woo. 2 years. Let's go.
That's a cake. That is a cake.
Cream cheese frosting.
It never disappoints.
Never disappoints.
So,
I wish you guys could be here in person.
Comment below what you're snacking on right now. Is it cake? How is it? If it's something else, let us know.
What a year it's been, honestly.
Oh my gosh. I think this year, 2024, it pushed our limits in a lot of ways, but it was so good for us, and we're grateful, I think, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, for how everything played out in the end.
I think one thing that I really learned this year is just, we really learned how much, you know, we're capable of.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something that I guess I could extend to you guys as advice that I've learned over the year.
Yeah.
Never underestimate yourself. You know, there are certain things where you'll think, oh, I can't take that, or, you know, I can't try that because I'm not ready for it. You know, sometimes when you launch yourself into it, you realize how much you're capable of.
Yeah, for sure.
And you realize how much you can take. And obviously, you know, we hope that you'll always be comfortable and happy, but there are some times, you know, it's inevitable when you'll have things that really push you or, you know, challenge you. Definitely don't shy away from that.
Yeah.
Because when you have that mindset of like, I can take this, you know, and I can take more than I think I can, then it really helps to like overcome any challenges that may come your way. And honestly, through the whole journey, we're just so thankful for you guys.
Yeah, we are.
Like legit, we can feel your love through the screen.
Yeah, we really can.
And honestly, it's what makes what we do as creators worth it. Even if it's something as small as just making someone smile.
Yeah.
You know, that sort of connection is important, especially in this day and age, you know?
Yeah, 100%. With that being said though, we always love receiving your messages, and you guys left us a bunch of them in the survey. So we're gonna read through a few of them. Obviously we can't read through all of them. It would take us all day to get through this, all night. But off camera, we promise we really do read through each and every one of them, along with all the comments on the weekly videos and everything else in between. But yeah, we always look forward to reading them, so let's have a look. I'd really like to say a big thank you. I've started my ballet journey as an adult less than 3 years ago, and I'm also a big time nerd, so I've always wanted to deep dive into ballet history, fun facts, and overall knowledge, but I didn't have someone to share that with. It was a blessing to find your channel, and both of you so eloquent, so didactic, and so funny too that I immediately became a fan. I'm not the most participative, but I love and admire both of you so much. Aww. Thank you so much. I hope you have as much fun creating this content as I have watching it.
Aww,
that's so sweet. Thank you so much. Yes, we do really enjoy creating our content.
Yes, every single video is made with lots of love and care.
Thank you both so much for a wonderful year of videos. I see and appreciate all the hard work and creativity you have both put into this channel. As an adult beginner, your videos inspire me to learn more about the lovely art form that is ballet. In reference to the question above, please take a well-deserved break next year. Though I love watching your new videos every Saturday morning, I will gladly watch reruns while you take a break from posting.
Aw,
thank you.
Thank
That
you
honestly
so
means so much to us.
I just want to say thank you, Jordan and Eden. As a university student studying to become a nurse while also going to ballet class and rehearsal 6 to 7 days a week.
You're joking.
No way. You motivate and comfort me. Whenever I feel overwhelmed or want to give up, I put on your videos and they help me feel less alone. Thank you for letting me be a part of your Ballet Reign family. Thank you again, Jordan, Eden, and all of the Ballet Reign staff.
Aww, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're so glad that our content could help you, get through these really busy times, really hard times. We're really rooting for you.
And sending you so much love from here.
From us and the Ballet Reign team.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You guys remind me of why I love ballet when I feel frustrated at myself. Your energy is truly so warm, and I wish there were more YouTubers like you out there. If you need breaks, take them, as we'll be here when you get back. Also, unlock your inner chaotic and menacing goose. Do it for Jemima Puddle Duck.
Oh, that's so cute. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for your hard work. I don't think I've ever commented on any video, but I really enjoy watching them. It's amazing to see such a beautiful community of ballet nerds. Sending lots of love and energy to J&E and the whole Ballet Reign team. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you
We
so
received
much.
the good energy.
We receive your good energy.
Yeah, the
so
team sends
much.
hearts too.
Yes, you are such sweet, joyful, beautiful people with a passion that truly shows through your videos. Thank you for making the ballet world so much brighter, and I hope you continue to make delightful memories and wonderful content. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
We're definitely super excited for the coming year and everything that we'll be able to do with you guys.
Yes, 100%.
It's going to be a great year. We have a lot of fun new things planned.
Oh yeah.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
We can't share too much right now.
Thank you so much for the entertainment and wonderful ballet/art/music insights. It's a delight to watch your videos, and I always feel inspired to move through the world with more joy and whimsy after watching your videos.
Joy and whimsy is what we hope to inject into this world.
Exactly.
So I'm so glad that you're feeling joyful and whimsical. Yes, because that is the goal exactly.
I'm really enjoying this cake, by the way. This is so good.
I always have this unfinished business type of feeling, and that is ballet. I grew up in a place where the performing arts were never truly celebrated, and the lack of resources kept me from the chance to pursue ballet. As an adult, that unfulfilled aspiration has always lingered, but watching your videos has inspired me to start my journey. Now, a month in, I'm loving every moment of it. Thank you.
Oh, yes! More dancers!
Oh,
yes!
I'm so glad.
We love to hear it. We're so happy for you and for your ballet journey.
Yes. May you continue to dance long.
Yes.
And be happy with ballet forever and ever. I love your videos and personalities. You made a hard transition so much easier as I went off to college.
Oh my gosh. Best of luck in college. We know it's not easy. We'll be here. Our videos will always be here whenever you need us.
I never knew I'd find someone with such deep burb appreciation as you. I die of laughter at every Untitled Goose Game reference.
That is so funny.
I am manifesting Jemima Puddle Duck energy for you in 2025.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jemima Puddle Duck energy. Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think you guys are amazing. I started dancing when I was 14, but when I was 16, I got diagnosed with cancer. I'm all better now, but it was a hard time and my body image changed a lot.
Oh my god.
Even after I beat cancer, I wanted to give up dancing altogether because I felt horrible and ugly because of the treatment. Then I saw your videos and they reignited my love for ballet and helped me to feel confident again.
Oh
my god.
way. Oh my gosh.
See, this is why we make videos.
Yeah, this is why we do what we do. This is just one of many of these kinds of comments that we get. And
And it makes all of the moments and all the thought and all the work we put into our videos worth it.
yeah.
You know, to see that it...
To see that it's helping people.
Yeah.
To see that it's benefiting other people and helping other people chase and pursue their dreams.
That's so wonderful. I hope you will continue to love yourself. Honestly, your body has...
You've been through a lot.
That's
Please, just be gracious and gentle on yourself and truly love yourself. Your body has brought you through a lot.
brought you through cancer. That's
insane. That's
that
crazy.
is incredible. That is wonderful.
Go you. We are celebrating you and all that you have been through. You've come so far. We love you.
We're cheering for you always, and we hope that you'll continue to love ballet, continue to dance, and
Continue to love yourself.
Yes. Ladies, this is an important lesson to learn early in life. Create a schedule with built-in time for yourselves and nourish yourselves accordingly. Time you spend on yourself is not time wasted. It's the most important investment you'll make.
Oh,
Thank
thank you for this genuine advice. We really needed to hear this sometime.
Yeah.
We're not really workaholics, but when we get into the grind, we really grind. So thank you so much for being so considerate and so kind. Yeah, this is a good reminder for us.
This is a good, yeah.
Going to the 2025. Thank you so much. I love your videos, and it's nice to find a little corner on the internet that is as obsessed with ballet as I am. Please keep making content forever. Please, pretty please. Oh, thank you so much. We're so glad that you found some community here.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being the catalyst for my coming back to ballet as a fan. It means so much to me that I have a safe place to enjoy something I had lost for so long.
Aww.
We're so happy you're able to appreciate and enjoy ballet in other ways other than just dancing. You know, ballet is for truly for anyone and everyone. I would like to thank you for reminding me to use the word exquisite more often. I used it in an essay recently because of your influence. Oh my god, no way. Exquisite. You are exquisite.
You are exquisite.
You are exquisite.
Because of you, I was able to catch Kim and Kim performing Coppelia in my city.
No way.
And it was so cool.
Was it not cool?
I never would have even thought about seeing this ballet, but after watching your videos about the ballet itself and about Kim's performance, I knew I had to go, and it was so worth it.
Yes! Supporting your local ballet.
Support
We
the ballet
love
in
it.
your area.
We're so glad you got to have that experience.
I'm
Kim
so,
and Kim.
so jealous.
So jealous, but
Next
he's
time you go,
incredible.
take me with you, please.
Yeah, please. Oh my gosh. We're very portable.
You guys, I see you literally every day. I'm a ballet student, and I watch you guys almost every day while doing my bun, or every Sunday while sewing my point shoes. You make me laugh, smile, and love ballet every day more. Bad ballet class, I go home and watch one of your videos. It makes me remember why I started and what I want to be in my life. Love every single series. You guys are just so creative and demure. Love you guys. Oh,
Thank you.
Very
Thank you so
demure.
much. Very mindful. Very mindful.
The last message over today just says, thank you, we love you.
Thank you. We love you too.
We love you guys too so much. Honestly, you guys' messages give us so much strength. We mentioned this in another video, but legit, they really do help us through the hard days, through the tough times.
Yeah, through the late nights. It really, all your messages really pick us up and remind us why we're doing what we're doing. And honestly, we just wish for nothing more than you guys to go into 2025 and find nothing but love and happiness all the days of your life. No matter how 2024 played out for you, we want you to know that you are always loved, you are always special, and you always have a purpose to be here on earth. And we personally want to wish you the very best in 2025. We're sending you all of our love, all of our support, and all of Ballet Nerd vibes.
We are so thankful for the beautiful community that you guys have built here on our little space in the internet. And you know, the same way that you guys say, you know, that we inspire you, even us, we get inspired by you guys.
We really do.
And so we hope that we'll continue to make each other better, to learn and grow together, and to continue on to nothing but light and happiness and love in the future. Well, thank you guys so much for coming to our birthday party this year.
Our second birthday.
Our second birthday. It was so awesome to be able to celebrate you guys and everything you've accomplished this year. We love you always, and we can't wait to hang out with you guys a whole lot more in 2025. Well, anyways, I think that is all from us for now. This is Ballet Reign signing off. Until the next video.
Bye. We love y'all.
I'm gonna try and put this on without messing up my hair. Right? We're good.
It was a good hair day, so we don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
Did you just do a knot?
Yeah, I just did a knot.
Okay, and then we do a cute knot at least.
See,
Right
this
over
is what
left.
it takes to be a content creator.
And then the opposite, left over right, and it makes a
Square
cute
knot.
square knot.
Oh, I should do that too now, hey? Darn it. See, this is what it's like living with an overachiever. This is what I have to deal with on the daily, you guys. Right over left, and then what? Left over right.
Yeah, it's opposite.
Aish.
So that way it makes a cute square knot.
All right,
Did you do
there
it?
you go. I think I
It's
did it.
cute. See?
All right.
It looks good. All right.
Perfect.
Back to the video. Oh my god.
We have two.
We have two. They're massive. Anyways, we have our bowl, we have our sib.
Sorry.
What's the other thing? The thing that I have to put up with that I'm not even aware of most of the time, and then I watch it back in the videos and I'm like, what were you doing?
To know you guys' favorite series.
Series?
Series? Series?
Series.
Series? I don't know.
We have our measuring. Don't know what that was, sorry.
2, 3 spin. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
We were synced!
See, it was meant to be, you guys.
Go.
Try again. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Oh, you win.
it's like ice hockey. He had like 3 of these, just like, and one to like.
Oh yeah, ice hockey.
Hang on.
Okay, it's so odd.
Well, you have to protect from all sides now. Six foot 2 and 3/4.
6 foot?
Not 6 foot. Sorry. I'm officially.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Not happening. We're in Texas. Don't waste a
Don't
drop.
waste it, you guys. This
Never
is our
waste.
YouTube ad revenue. It's going into this cake. So we have to support us on Patreon. You go
You're going over the ball.
I'm sorry. I'm too excited.
We're so close to being done. Oh my god. YouTube, don't strike us.
I don't think I sing and tune it up for that. Okay.
This is so exciting.
It's hot.
Yeah, it should be.
That's so dumb of me. Why did I do that?
It was even funnier. The fact that you were about to sing the whole song holding that.
Happy birthday.
Put it down.
Oh. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.